Em, and oh, hello there. Today's video is going to be a review slash first impressions slash me telling you guys about a product, brushes sort of thing. So throwing it back a few, I don't even know when I made this video. It was last year sometime. I don't really like the video, but it's still up for the world to see, for the world to judge. It is my review on SixPlus brushes. So from then, a company reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to review another set of brushes? And I'm like, sure thing. I always say though when I'm talking to a company that if it's going to be negative, I will tell them. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I'll have the goal in the first line of the description. What the video is going to be on is these SixPlus brushes. This is the SixPlus 11-piece brush set, the Royal Golden set, and it just looks like this. It comes in a brown casing when I arrived, and it also came in a sort of box like this with all like the brushes and what I use them for on the back. You can purchase these brushes off eBay, is where I got these ones sent to me from. They were $18 US, so that works out to be about 20 or so AUD. When they arrived, one thing I did notice was that really significant, like, I don't know, plastic smell. It did have that sort of pungent smell, if that makes sense, but it wasn't like a fade once, like, you know, you edit it out or whatever. So I've washed these brushes a total of 2 times. I washed them when I first got them, and I washed them after I did my makeup for the demos. So they're clean to show you guys right now. So I'm going to go into each one more in depth, and I'll show you how they all work. One thing I did notice about these brushes is when I first got them, they did have a little bit of shedding, but I think that's with every new brush, or every new brush I've sort of like experienced. After like a first wash or two, it's completely fine. The first brush we have is the Enlarger powder brush. It's really fluffy, it's super soft. These guys' brushes are the softest brushes I own. I'm not just saying that. It sounds really high quality. I think the rose gold adds a really nice, high quality touch. Works really well, picked up the powder. There's not much really I can say about this brush, but it's good, it works well. We next have the flat buffing brush. Now this one works really well. It's not as dense as I'm used to, but it still does the job perfectly. This one I did experience a little bit of shedding from, and probably the most shedding out of all the brushes, but it did the job, as you can see, and applied the foundation really well. We then have a blush brush. Now these brushes are all synthetic, so you could use them for like cream products, powder brush. It's really up to you since they are synthetic and really easy to clean. You could also use this brush for foundation because it is quite dense, but it worked perfectly for blush. Picked the colour up really nicely, and yeah, it worked perfectly for that. I then have the small contour brush. This one fit perfectly in the contours of my cheek. Applied my bronzer perfectly. I don't think I put it in, but I was so shocked how well this worked because I've never used a brush like this. I've always used like a big powder brush sort of to apply my bronzer, but this one picked it up so much better, and it really applied it to the area where I wanted it to go, if that makes sense. Since it was contoured, I think that helped, so yeah, it was nice. Did the job, and once again worked really well. This brush they call the round top contour brush, so I guess you could use it if you were looking for a more like defined contour, but I loved this for concealer. It blended out so well and under my eyes. Like, I hate touching my under eye concealer. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, this worked really well for blending out my concealer. I'm so impressed. Out of all of them, I would say this probably is my favourite. Keep it quiet. We then have this brush, which they say is the highlight brush, but I reckon it's more of like a flat shadow brush, or you can use it really to like blend out concealer. I like bigger brushes because I don't really like spot concealer, if that makes sense. But I don't know, it worked okay for working eye like crease work, but I think it was a bit too dense, or it wasn't what I was used to. I think I had like a more fluffy brush for that, but it did the job, and I think it worked really well for contouring your nose. So I must try that. I didn't actually think of that at the time. Emily, get you going together. The 7th brush is the blender brush. Now this worked perfectly as blending out my shadow. These aren't really like, I don't know how to describe it, they're more like synthetic, I guess, and I really liked that because it picked the products up so well, and it's so soft, and it just blended the product out perfectly, did the job, and yeah, it really helped blend out the shadows because the ones I use typically are like harder to blend, but nah, not a problem with this one, which is a great thing. Next brush is this one is called an eyeshadow brush, and I use this to put like the outer product. Didn't really like it for that. I just thought it didn't blend out the shadow that well, but it'd be better for concealer, I think, if you were to spot conceal, but I didn't really like using it with powder products. I'd say more for like a cream product it would work really well. So yeah, I'll give that a go and see how I like this, but probably my least favourite out of the whole kit, this one. The 9th one is a small concealer brush. They called it, And I loved this for picking up shadow and packing it on the lid. I used Kitten from the Steal It in the Lights palette. It packed it so nicely, and there was no fallout, which I was so surprised about because that shadow falls out with everything. So I really liked this for this brush. I love this style of brushes for just packing on shadow, like you don't have to use your fingers. And this would also be nice once again for like concealer work, anything like that, because it's super dense. This brush is they call an eyeliner brush. I wouldn't use this for eyeliner. I think it's way too fluffy for that. But it was really nice for just like blending out shadows along the lash line if you like a smoky, hazy sort of look, or dragging it along the lower lash line. I wouldn't use this for my eyebrows. I don't think it's defined enough, I guess. It still works really well for like that purpose. And the last brush we have here is, they call it the small angled eyeliner brush. This worked perfect for eyeliner, and it also worked really well for filling in my eyebrows. So if you're into filling your eyebrows in with powder or like a dip brow of some sort, would work perfectly. It's synthetic, it's really fine, which makes you have a really nice crisp line, and it works also for winging out and doing like a cat eyeliner, which I always do as well. Overall guys, I really like this kit, and if you're interested in buying one, I'll have the link down below. I think if you're just starting out with makeup, this would work really well since you've got a buffing brush in there, you've got a concealer brush, powder brush. You really have everything you would need to like create a face with makeup. So I definitely think it's a good starting off kit, because I know when I started out with makeup, I really wanted a buffing brush, and this kit had one, so I think it works perfectly. You guys know I love SixPlus and I love their stuff, so if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out when you do that, since it gets my video out there. I know, I really appreciate it. So I'll have the goal for this video in the first line of the description. Tell me what you thought of this video down below, and I think that's all I have to say for now. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. All the links are always below, and until next time, I will see all your beautiful faces in my next video. Bye guys.
Hey guys, it's Em, and in this video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for you guys.
Hey guys, it's